I don't think we're gonna get blue unless we in the islands away from here. Yeah.
We might get a little green with brown.
Yeah. I just want to see a little bit of my face.
Sounds like we are live.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, welcome to Girls Gabbin. Looks like we're ready.
Yes.
We wanted to welcome everybody back for another Sunday. My name is Lisa Dove Washington.
And I am Andrea Riley.
And we're the ladies of Girls Gabbin, and we are here for another Sunday. We're on every Sunday, 7 to 8, on WinDC Radio, powered by Gabbin Media. And we are, last month, let's start off with last month and last show.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Last month, we actually celebrated the gentlemen.
Oh, and it was phenomenal.
Yes, we highlighted men for the entire month. So we gave the ladies a break and decided we would have the gentlemen in, and they did represent. I mean, they
really
brought it.
did.
They brought it. We have some men who had their own businesses with watches, and we had magazine owners. We had a whole lot of people come in. Yes.
We had DJs.
We had actors. We had people doing some amazing things, and the DJs came last week and showed out.
They definitely did.
We had Rico and Easy in the house.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, it
Bringing
was
it
a
down.
wonderful show. We had a lot of noise and entertainment, okay, from Mr. Entertainer and the Noisemaker.
And a noisemaker.
And DJ Chuck B also came, he called in.
Yes, he did.
So we had a wonderful time, and we appreciate you fellas for supporting Girls Gabbin and joining us.
We really appreciate it.
Yes.
These guys brought the noise without bringing any music.
They did.
That's how serious it was.
They did.
We just had a great time.
So, I mean, we wanted the music, but we did just fine without music. So next time.
Next time we definitely
Next time they're going to bring
all
the
the
music.
noise.
Yes.
Definitely.
So thank you again, gentlemen, for showing up last month. And this month we're going to continue on with,
we're doing a
some
variety of things this
beautiful,
month.
we're going to just spice it up with some little things. But today we're actually doing beauty business bosses.
Yes.
So we have some beautiful women that are coming in that know how to make you beautiful from whatever's inside. They bring it to the outside. So
Taking it by storm.
yes. So we're gonna just brag on some people who actually do some beautiful things, and I need help because I'm not a
Yeah, because we definitely got to brag on you because y'all,
Yes.
it was a tug and war, fight, kick, and everything to get my face made up for a photo.
Oh,
well,
my
that's right.
goodness.
Because
I don't wear makeup.
It was your first
Right.
time, right?
Absolutely,
She is
absolutely, my
gorgeous.
first time.
Yes, she was.
And I have the pleasure of having that beautiful woman that did that beautiful work in our house today. So
Yes,
we're gonna
we
have
had
a great
ball.
time. We
That
had a
was
ball.
That was Girls Gabbin's first
Yeah.
photo shoot,
It was our first photo shoot.
and it was fun.
It
and
was
they came out fabulous.
excellent.
I'm still posting my pictures like we did it yesterday. Yes.
Yes, and
Y'all
kudos
did
to Jackie
wonderful.
Hicks
Yes.
again too for the fabulous photo shoot.
We still got to get her in here.
We do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
gotta
do.
get Jackie.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah,
be.
we gotta get her
no
in.
doubt. She's definitely gonna be.
So
Yes.
we wanted to actually start, and I don't know who you want. We're gonna start with
We're gonna start with Angie.
Angie. We have
Angela,
another guest.
Excuse me.
We have another guest that's coming in, but she'll join us soon as she arrives. So
Absolutely.
let's start with
Absolutely.
Angie.
Is it-
Yay. Hey.
Look, making it all family. So I have the pleasure of introducing also a long time friend of mine, Sandbox friend,
Yes.
Miss Angela Macon, born and raised in Maryland, and is an Eleanor Roosevelt Raiders, I must say. We're Raiders all day.
Yes. Go
I had to give that
Raiders.
to Lisa. Because we have this little,
Okay.
these
Okay.
female
Warriors
things.
still in the house. I'm
Yes,
still representing
definitely
y'all.
represent
Warriors and Raiders
We're
will
not
just
taking
rule
them
the
away.
But we all
Exactly.
DMV, right? We all.
Exactly. Well, being a self-taught makeup artist, Angela has truly perfected her craft. Class by class, from her makeup mentors and a consistent desire to learn, her passion has flourished. Her work complements each client's skin tone and facial structure while accentuating and enhancing their most beautiful features. Angela absolutely loves what she does, and to her, every face is like her playground. Her greatest high is her clients' first reaction to their makeup. In a short period of time, she has provided services for numerous clients, from proms, fashion shows, charity events, photo shoots, weddings, just to the everyday woman who wants a fresh and flawless natural look. She has been featured on Fox 5 News and a member of a branding imaging group called Brand U. Angela's motto is she believes that makeup is art and beauty is spirit. Please help me welcome Miss Beautifly herself, Angela Macon.
Yes.
Welcome.
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 Yes.
Yes.
That is
This
awesome.
is it. This is what's going on.
This is what's
you.
going on.
We
Thank
finally got that
you.
beautiful smile
Yes.
in the studio.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Hi, everybody.
Yes. So Angela, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
No, we just want you to just share your shine, sweetie. Like,
Wow.
you know, she's like, wow.
But let's give them a little tidbit. We actually
absolutely.
are really excited about Angie because she actually did, for Girls Gabbin's very first photo shoot, she did our faces. So
She
those
did.
pictures that you see, our photo shoots.
on our photo shoot.
This is
it.
This is the reason that we looked like we did.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
all her fault that we was just fabulous. Okay?
Because we didn't know, honey. Like I said, I was kicking and screaming.
Yes.
It was woo, but it was
Yes.
the most beautiful work I've ever seen.
Oh,
And we
thank
have
you.
to give you credit where it's due.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much, ladies.
So what made you get into the industry? Because, I mean.
That is such an interesting question. Believe it or not, I've always loved playing in makeup, but I didn't really get into the makeup industry until about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, and so it started with, me taking some money, going to the makeup show in New York, and I bought all these products home, and when I got them home, I was like, what do I do with all this stuff? I didn't know what I was doing,
Right.
and so I took a class, and I definitely have to give a shout out to the mentors and to the ladies who taught me, who poured into me. I took a class with Lauren Nicely, D. Kim Lee. Yes,
Okay,
Kim Lee, yes,
yes.
she gave me a lot of great pointers, a lot of great classes. Also, Letitia Thornhill at Let
Okay.
Beauty, and then also Nika Hudson. I took a class with her, and then also just really just learning and just watching, different videos. Really, it's
Absolutely.
just that simple. Really different videos, and honestly, keep doing it. Just
Okay.
keep doing it, never stop. But my really big break came from Jackie Hicks.
That's
Yay.
it. That's it.
Jackie
Yes,
Hicks at
Jackie.
Fond Memories. We were at a cookout. It was so funny. We were at a cookout, and she said, "What's all this before and after stuff you've been doing?" That's how she talked. Everybody know how Jackie Hicks talk all fast. What's up? Let me see you do her makeup. Let me see you do her makeup. Let me see you do her. Let me see you do her eyebrows.
Yeah, it does
Let me
sound
see you
like
do her
her.
That
eyebrows.
sounds just
And
like
then she
her.
said, "You know what? Be at the studio tomorrow at 12 o'clock." And we're gonna see how I show up when I take it in the studio. I was like,
Oh, okay.
I know
I
that's
was
right.
Just put it out there.
petrified. I ain't got all day. That she'll tell you in a minute. I ain't got all day. And I was like, oh my God, this is Jackie Hicks, because she don't let just anybody come into her
Right.
studio.
Right.
So when I got there, she had picked a few ladies to come, and I did their makeup. And when she took the picture and I saw it, I was like, I did that? I was in awe. I was
You had
really
never really
in
seen your work.
I had never really seen my work like that. Again, I was just doing,
Right.
what, it was fun. It
Right.
was just something fun. But before you know it, things started happening, the Fox 5 segments and helping with the makeup with Kim Lee and Letitia for their Halloween segments. And, here I am watching them every day, and they're like, Angie, here, put lashes on Maureen. I was like, okay. And then it just kept growing, and it just kind of snowballed and just keeps snowballing, and so then it was conventions, God's Glamorous Girls, for the models, and what is it, Crystal Couture fashion show.
Right.
It was just different things, and I just did what you're really supposed to do, and that's just show up.
Right.
I showed up.
And Jackie knew.
Yeah.
She knew.
She saw something.
Yeah, she did.
Yes,
She did.
I love Jackie for that. Thank you so much.
She
But
has an
yeah,
eye
I
for
just
that, so-
showed up, and I
So-
kept showing up.
Who was your first beat? Or is that how they say it? Whose face did you beat first and foremost?
It's really no first person that I can remember. It wasn't a first person because, like I said, I had always been playing with makeup, but playing around with it. But when I really started getting serious, it was just the everyday client, the everyday woman that just, if they asked
So was
me,
it like a
that's
niece
it.
and nephew first when you tested? Because I know when my daughter started doing it. I mean, first it was just her, but
You
then it
don't
was
wanna
kind of
know.
like
you don't want to know
Sid.
when I first started playing with makeup. Oh my goodness! I think it's this girl from my old church that asked me to come and do her makeup for an event. And you know that back then I always felt like the makeup eyeshadow had to match the outfit, so she had lime green, and I was like, I was like, yeah, girl, oh that look good. You know, darn well,
Lime green eyes.
it wasn't right. It wasn't right.
She said it wasn't
What
right.
you doing? You got on red, girl. Let's do red. Let's do red. You know.
But you had to start somewhere.
I had to start somewhere.
That's
Exactly. Yeah.
So now look at you. She's probably like, hey, I need to get back in that chair now.
Look, have you done her
Yes.
face since then?
Yeah, no, I haven't
Okay,
done her
you need
face
to go
since
back and
then.
do her face
Go
and
back and
just
do her
show
face
her
and
how
make
we-
up for
Yeah,
it. Make up for the bad time.
I would still be bragging. I was in her chair first.
yeah. You know, so like I said, it just continued to snowball and just like, you know, and then I was asked to do a women's conference, and the lady said, oh, and you can vend. And I was like, vend? I don't even have a product to vend. What do you mean vend? You know, it sounds like, oh my goodness. But God had, in his infinite wisdom, always connects you with the right people.
That's
And
it.
so I partnered with a young lady that I know, Miss B. Miss B is my motives director. And
Okay.
she's amazing. And so I partnered with them and got my website together and just kept putting one foot in front of the other. Just taking one step at a time. And just, you know, just trying to be better. Just trying to get
Yeah,
better, you
that's
know.
it.
Not
That's all
competing
it
with
takes.
no one, not trying to be like no one. Just trying to be my best. Yeah.
I love
yeah.
it.
And that's all we can be. Is the best that we can be, right?
Yeah, well, my best experience being in your chair was that just your energy
Yeah.
and your smile. Because, you know, when you're sitting in
Oh,
somebody's
thank
chair,
you.
you have to feel like,
Very close.
yeah, because you can't see what's going on. So you're just like, I got to trust this person that when I get up out this chair, I'm just not like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's
But
about transfer
it was so
energy.
welcoming to be in your chair,
Thank
and
you.
you were just smiling and talking, and because I know with Andrea being her first
Honey,
time.
I thought I was coming out the chair looking like a drag queen. I was like, excuse me,
I
she
don't
don't
know what
disrespect
you would look-
nobody.
I don't know what she was
but I
looking
was
at.
horrified. Do you hear?
But the first time is
Yeah, first time
hard,
it's like
right.
that. Yeah, like that.
It's
First time
Ties
it's
in
like
the house, guys.
Yay! Finally.
It's all good. You hear? But yeah, I was horrified. But just to know, I mean, your work. I was like, I don't even want to see the mirror. Y'all,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what I'm going
But
to
she
look like.
looked, she looked beautiful.
It
But you
came
know the
out
thing
really
is, you have
beautiful.
to get used to it because
Thank
when you're
you.
taking pictures,
Yeah.
it's a different, you know,
It's totally
application.
different.
Right,
Yes,
right.
it's totally different. And when someone say I don't wear makeup, I don't like a lot of makeup, you know, it makes the makeup artist say, okay, look, I need to scale back. Give this person, take the, ease them into it, slow walk them into
You
it.
did.
Don't give them nothing too hard. Just make it a little soft
Right.
and easy for them,
Right.
you know?
You sound like Tina Turner.
Yeah. Just
Nice.
soft and easy. Yeah. Take it easy on them, you know? And so you just don't give them no hard beat, no contour, nothing like that. You know,
Yeah,
you just
right.
kind of like take it really natural with them.
Right.
So that they don't feel like, because that's an insult to say, I look like a drag queen.
I know. I'm sorry.
And it's
Right.
nothing
She
to the
said,
gay community
It's
or
not.
anything.
It's
that.
not anything
it's
at
just
all.
that, you
It's
know,
just how I
because,
didn't know how to
because
accept it.
drags do hard contour, chisel faces, and,
Right.
and it's
Right.
like, you know,
Right.
you really want a woman just to feel naturally beautiful.
Right.
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 And, when
And
I,
she did.
And I did. When I got from the
She
show, I was
loved
like,
them pictures.
Oh, yeah, I did. I love the pictures, girl. I was like, we can take some more
she
now.
couldn't get enough of them pictures. I'm like, this is what that was.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Selfies and everything, before we could even finish. We were just like,
Oh,
"Hey,
Girl, all day long.
Yes.
Oh,
I kept
beautiful
on the
job.
whole day. It was my birthday, too.
That's
It sure
right.
was.
It sure was.
Yeah,
was.
so it was
Right.
exciting.
But it's a gift to be
It
able to
is.
do that because, you know, everybody, like, I'm just everyday, just put it on. But I can't do no, you know, all of that.
Right.
You
And
know,
that's
and
my
then
next question.
even on the cameras, it doesn't look the same. You have to know
It's layers to
where
it.
to put it.
Tell them, Kat. It's
Yes.
tell them it's layers to this.
And now I love it. I didn't used to until I had started the magazine. That's when I started having to get photo shoots and get your makeup. After that,
Yeah.
I think it was the first time, and I was Felicia Gray.
Okay.
Yes.
And
She's
she did
amazing.
she did my
BTS
face for the
artistry.
first time, and I was like, oh, this is wonderful. So my
Amazing
rule was
artist.
always, once I get my face done, my husband has to take me out because
Yes.
I am wearing this. Okay,
You better
all
get your
day.
beads work.
Somebody
Okay.
has to see this face. Okay.
So that's my next question. Me being, like I said, and nothing taken away from women that do this. You women wear it well when you do it, but doing it every day, like, how is that process? Like, I mean, I literally am a lashes and lipstick girl. That's it.
Well,
And I mean, but I would like to I'm not taking anything away from it.
Well, honestly, doing your makeup every day is really like you can't you learn your face.
You learn your face.
You learn your
Okay.
face. And so it really is like a 5 to 10 minute, depending on
Right.
how deep you want to go with it. You can really do a basic beat in less than 5 minutes.
Right.
You really can. And so by me going into the corporate world every day,
Mhm.
I don't go in with, too much shadow or anything like that.
Right.
I just do my brows, clean foundation, a lip, a little bit of blush to make it look fresh. Like, good morning.
Yeah, see, look at
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah, and that going out the door.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
I love
such a
it.
beautiful
Yeah.
smile.
Yes,
you,
it
guys.
does. It
Thank
really
you.
does. Well, I'm
That
glad you
is
joined Girls
awesome.
Gabbin.
Yes.
So we got to get back in the chair soon, huh?
Awesome,
Yes, we
awesome.
did.
I welcome it.
Yeah, I told Lisa, I said we need to do a summer shot.
That would
Like
be
a
cool.
photo shoot, yes.
That would
we
be
did
cool.
a
Outside in the
winter one.
sun and
Oh, that would be
Yes.
awesome.
I mean, we could do winter too. I mean, anything to get up in somebody's chair and just
Okay.
look beautiful.
Yes.
It's more dates too when I do.
Just
I'm
come
thinking
on
where we
over.
gonna go next.
Okay,
I'm looking
okay.
good today. Now
Yes.
tomorrow might be another story,
Right.
but
Okay.
Absolutely.
well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Angie, tell all of our listeners and our let them know where they can reach you. And
Oh, okay.
Your
Well, you
information.
can always reach me at www.beautifly, BEAUTIFLY.com. No, 2U.com. The number 2, U.com. Or you can find me on Instagram at AngieMac2018 or on Facebook at Angela Macon, So either way, you can reach me. I am available. If I'm available, I'm there for you. I
Anything you
believe
want-
in showing up and showing up on
Oh,
time
yeah,
for
you
your
do
client.
that.
All right.
And I'll let you know too that there was somebody on the live that said she's gonna have to hook up with you, and North Carolina's in the house too.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
For
Been riding with us.
well, one of them was actually one of my
Okay.
book co-authors for my book, so we're gonna have to maybe do a photo shoot and get everybody all glammed up. So
Okay.
we're gonna have to talk to her, Maria. We will do that for you.
Networking,
So
That's
networking.
right.
Are there any tips you want to share?
As far as what, like,
Makeup.
I mean, tips. I guess because it's so hot
Okay.
outside,
Yeah.
one of the good tips that I could share with you is that before you apply your foundation in this sweltering heat, always try to put on a good mattifying primer and then put your setting powder and your setting spray and then put your foundation on, and your makeup should last a lot longer in this heat.
All right now.
that's
All
good
right.
stuff.
That's
All
good
right.
stuff to
Cool,
share.
cool.
Well, that is wonderful. And Angie, we're going to ask you to stay and chime in, and we're going
Oh,
to continue
sure.
our conversation.
Yes.
Awesome.
Because you're not leaving yet.
No, ma'am.
Just
I'm
No.
here for it.
You can't
Yes.
leave.
I'm here for it all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, Miss Ty is in the house. Yes.
Hello.
So let me tell you both. I had shared it with Angela. I want to share it with you, Ty. I have had so many people that have contacted me about you two beautiful ladies being on the show. And I was like, okay, now this show is going to be really hot tonight. Because they want to know what y'all doing. They're excited about what you all are doing. And, of course, y'all got a large following. So congratulations to you ladies. And keep
Thank
doing what
you.
y'all doing. I mean, you're beautiful women.
Thank you.
So continue to share that
You
show.
are too.
Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I am going to introduce to you all, some of you may be new. Ty Cobb is known to the entertainment industry as a self-proclaimed quadruple threat, boasting skills in makeup artistry, acting, and event production.
Yeah.
As a Washington, D.C. based makeup artist, she has become one of the top artists in the area. Ty has achieved more than she could ever imagine in the world of beauty for 17 plus years.
Woo woo! Let's shout out.
Yes.
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 Woo! She has worked for some of the most elite cosmetic lines such as Giorgio Armani, MAC, Chanel, and Tom Ford. Ty's personality and star power qualities push her to pursue her true dream of being a talk show host and media personality. In 2013, she was offered her own radio show, The Ty Cobb Show. After being a large hit co-hosting on a previous show on the network. Go ahead, girl. Ty gained major popularity and success amongst her listeners. Within her 2 years of being in radio, she was given the title First Lady of Ripped Radio Network. Ty is also the producer of DMV Rocks, fashion, TV show creator, and executive producer of The Real Makeup Artists of DC. Now, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
Reality show about 6 makeup artists trying to work together through ups, downs, life, and crew. That's excellent. Author of Beat University, a fictional account of a beauty school. To add more to her accomplishments, she sits as the beauty editor for Slantress Magazine, a magazine that gives voice to the everyday black woman. Taya is also the brainchild behind SNOB, which is Snob Movement, a personal growth and development program for young women ages 13 through 25, and creator of Ty Cobb Beauty Products. After years in the beauty industry, she has earned the title, the Queen of All Things Beauty. Please help me welcome Miss Ty Cobb.
Yay!
All
Love
right,
it.
yes.
Then I was like, oh, I got a few more things to add to it. I was like, you read that one. I was like, okay.
Well, you can
I
go ahead
feel
and
like,
add those things.
shoot, it's too much. I'm so
Oh
glad
my
to
God.
be here.
But honey, you
Welcome.
shared
Yeah, I
it.
gotta,
Yes,
oh my God.
welcome.
Too many of things. I was like, oh, I got
Welcome.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yes,
Ah.
we do.
You busy.
Yes.
yeah, I'm glad too.
How do
That's
you manage
right.
it all?
Oh God, of course.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
I always tell people always be like, Ty, when do you sleep? And like, how do you do everything? And I just, I tell people all the time, I was like, well, what's crazy, I'm not a person who jumped into all of these things. God had already ordained me to
That's
do it
right.
since birth. So,
That's right.
a lot of times, I have embraced, look, I turned 40 in February, and everybody's like, you're what?
Well,
I'm
welcome.
20.
Welcome to the
Right.
40 club.
Yeah, they're like, wait, you're 40. And a lot of times, I'm like, no, say your age is that. No, you don't look 40. But I tell people, I said, now in my 40s, I've always been, even since I was a little girl, people being envious of me or jealous of me, and I've always just been a nice person. Now I embrace, I'm sorry, I'm bad, and I love it.
Okay.
it.
I think, I don't know what 40 does to you. I don't know if
Yeah, it
it's the
does.
hurt
Yeah,
and
it
pain
does.
you go through with people.
Yes.
You just be like, you can hate all you want to. I'm sorry.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So,
That is the beautiful
love
thing.
it.
I
That's
do it all
right.
because God ordained me to do it. He put all these gifts that I didn't even have degrees for. He birthed them through me since I was a little girl. So,
Okay.
I'm blessed. So, I love what I do. Can't go to no regular job.
Yeah,
There's a whole bunch of people that love
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah, apparently.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
Right.
it'd be
Wow.
some who love it and some who love it but love to hate.
Okay.
So you have
And
to
they
take.
can watch.
Oh yes, all the time. Watch, continue to watch.
Beauty.
Yeah, I've always been a humble person.
Mhm.
Always nice. I don't think anybody could say anything bad about me unless they're lying or hating.
Right.
You hear anything about me crazy, just lying or hating.
Yeah.
So, but at this point, I tell people all the time, it's okay to give yourself a pat on the
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Because God is
Absolutely.
good and everything I do. He's the forefront of it.
Absolutely.
He allows me to do it. So why not,
Absolutely.
clap for myself
Right.
or be proud of myself? So I don't care attitude
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
God is all I need, and that's how I do it all.
That's
Yes,
it.
So-
40.
so-
That's
It's the
it.
40.
It must be the 40.
It's the 40.
It got to be
It
the
does.
40.
You gotta get through this.
It is.
Yeah.
That's where it starts and it gets even better.
Yes,
Yes,
really.
yes,
I
yes,
hear that
yes.
all the time.
Yes.
Girl,
Yeah.
I don't care. And you be mad.
right. Keep it moving, boo.
That's right.
That's
Deuces, all of that.
But
Yeah.
I love y'all energy. That is awesome.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So you have got to share the real makeup artist of DC.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
I watch it. I love it.
yeah. Well, thank you. Reason why I got gray hairs. Right. Oh my God. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so now, so now it's been 8 years. It was on the shelf. So
Okay.
Real Makeup Artist of DC was actually, now if you watch the show and you see the logo that comes up in the front and it's the capital with a lipstick and all that, I drew that. So everything,
cool.
everything from, every logo I have, I've drawn it.
Okay.
I even have a competition coming out called the Beatdown. That's at the end of watch the show. You'll see the end of it. And it's, I drew that. So every logo I draw. So that logo was actually supposed to be a makeup class that I was
Okay.
going to do for the area and showcase again everything I do. Even a friend of mine, he said at my book release, he said, what you all don't know about Ty Cobb is that everything she does is for other people. It's not for herself.
Love it.
Mhm.
But you could get hurt in doing that because I've gotten hurt doing that and putting people on, which I will never do again.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So that was something that I was going to do and highlight a lot of different makeup artists through different makeup classes.
Okay.
So it was going to be like, like a tour type thing. Then that's sad, and and a lot of times when you're back in your 20s or your 30s, you have so many ideas and they're like this, and you don't finish one.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, learning to be like, okay, Ty, take one step at a time. So that was that. So that logo had been sitting, chilling in my computer.
Wait.
right, waiting. So
Yeah.
the show was
Was
actually
fun.
going to be about me because everybody's always said you look like you need to be on the Housewives or TV or you're just a TV person. You just
Yeah.
need to be on TV. So my show was about something totally different. That's that. And 6 years later, because now I've done 2 seasons in 2 years.
Yeah.
God said it's time.
There you go.
Now there's a friend of mine, and he's on TV and everything. I won't say his name, but I love him or whatever. If I say his name, y'all be like, oh, I know who that is. I had talked to him, and usually I'm not one to go and talk to people about advice. I just don't do it. A lot of times they're gonna give you what they think,
Right.
and you're gonna go with it and not do what you do. But I did. 'Cause my boyfriend was like, well, go ask such and such. So I went and he said, well, why don't you go to a bigger network and look at these production companies of shows you like and contact them. But they don't take unsolicited scripts. So I was looking. I said, well, please sit down. I'm going to do it myself.
There you go.
And I tell people all the time, a lot of times you go to somebody for advice, and they're giving you the advice that they would do because it might not be in them to do. But when it's in you to do, I'm not just a makeup artist that created a show. I've always been an actress since I was little, and I've been a writer since I was little. So that's not like a makeup artist who just came out and wrote a show. Because I produce it, I'm in it, I direct it. I went and got my camera guy, from I saw some of his work on my friend Lonnie B's YouTube, and I was going, and he was good, and I told him, I sat down, I said, hey, I wanna run something past you. He didn't really see the vision. He was like, I said, well, it's not for you to see it.
Right.
For you to film it.
Right.
But I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want you
I got the vision.
Right. And I know,
Relate.
and we've been together 2 years, and what's crazy, he's like my little brother because his craft has even grown since he's been with me. But he's such an amazing young man. Brayden is an amazing young man, and it was just us two. And we sit down and I tell him how to edit it and what to edit. So it's a lot to it than just, me standing in front of the camera. No, it's, he even says, I don't think people realize that you do it all on this show and behind the scenes. Because when somebody's filming it and editing it, they'll think he was like, y'all need to call this show because I just basically show up, film what she tells me to, and edit how, So God is good to put all of those creative things in my mind. And then, I said, I'm going to do it. I had a few people on the first season that I knew I was going to put on there, because we had been in the industry together. And people will be like, is your show fake? Please sit down. No.
Oh my God.
But what's crazy is a lot of times, like if I'm sitting with you all, right, in my head, I can know how a scene can go. And with anything, you need to write down something so that you'll know what you're doing, have some direction. But then I might be sitting here and just listening to y'all two, and I'd be like, they might have a little frick. So just like a Mona Scott when somebody is looking at people's personality, she knows what's going to happen. So if I've written out something and then I see something, I'd be like, dang, I got to put them in a room together. Oh, I've just figured this out. And that's how it goes, And then season 2 came. Season 1 was like a hit. The trailer went, I think, viral at 124,000 people.
Wow.
It went viral as soon as we put it out, and it, and it was crazy because you don't know how you're going to react when you tell, how you tell celebrities be going off of people under the thing. You be like, child, don't worry about the haters. You don't know until something go viral and they saying crazy stuff. You don't know, because people can just say anything, and we were like, dang, what is going on under here? Knowing they hating, but they would just be saying, just people, it goes viral and people just get behind the thing. And I had to learn, we were under there going off of them people. Me and Stephon, we were up there. Listen, they was deleting their daggone Facebook. We ran them for filth. But I had
She's
to.
a random for
I talk about my people,
Right.
And we were going off. And then I said, you know what? And then somebody said, Ty, do you ever see Beyonce under them comments?
Right.
No, you don't come off your throne for no peasants and no
That's
fools
right. That's
when
right.
they are watching you. I was like, well, guess what? When I get Beyonce money, then I can feel that, because you don't know what it's like.
Right.
But you know,
That's Brittany.
I've been blessed. Every season goes higher, even in the look of production.
Absolutely.
Every season, everybody's like, when is this getting picked up? And I said, you know what? If it never gets picked up, just to know that I started it and I did it.
That's
it.
right.
That's the
It's
win.
all
That's
yours.
right.
all
Yes.
mine.
Yep.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I can walk out and people recognize me. I'll walk through the malls, and I had worked at Alton one time. This girl said she was peeking around the thing. What is going on? I steal something, and she said, "Hi." I said, "Hi." All retarded. All. She was like, "Oh my God, you're so nice." I was like, "Thank you. You okay?" She was like, "Well, I watch your show. What are you doing in here?" And I was like, "Oh, you watch my show? Come give me a hug, but don't tell nobody."
Sure.
Because even though I was working in Ulta,
Right.
females are a bunch of haters. When you work a regular job and you
Yeah.
and people know that you're popular and this and that, you're not like them. Not to
Yeah.
say them is just regular, but regular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are not. They don't like that.
Right.
So they tend to make trouble for you. And every job
Exactly.
I'm at, trouble comes to me because I'm nice. I'm in there praying for people, laying hands, all kinds of stuff. Because people don't like nice people. I
They
found that
don't.
out.
Wow.
I found that out
That's
even
true.
at my
It
reunion.
is.
I found that out even from the people I've given platforms to
Mm-hmm.
have done me dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And you know, Glenn Jackson had told me, you send them bottom feeders back to
I know that's
their,
right,
their
Glenn.
yeah, told me that. He had
Right.
told me, he said, I've been watching you for years. I may not say much,
Right.
but I watch you, you're a star.
Yes.
You get them people off your platform because it's about you.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And everybody's not.
And what's crazy, he was correct.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And not all, I would say
Right.
two. I still, you know, rock with Stefan. Stefan has been on first season with the blonde hair.
Yes. I love
And
Stefan.
Emily, God told me to add Emily to my second season. Now they called Emily ugly and said all these crazy things about Emily. But I said one thing at the reunion. I said, you know what? If it was all based on makeup artistry, half of y'all wouldn't even be on this show. And that's facts.
Right.
I know I be. But half of y'all wouldn't even be on this show.
Right.
But God told me to add her because it was something deeper and greater that I had to help enrich her life.
Right.
You know, so it's not all about that, you know,
Right.
with me. But they're gonna talk to her. But yeah, so the show has been really, really, it's been great, and it's been very hard,
Right.
very hurtful,
Okay.
but a blessing because a lot of people are blessed by it, and even
Yes.
through drama sometimes. There are my show. I would say have a balance. I ain't just watching my show, so I say it's a balance. You know, in the last season, my friend Marcus Johnson had passed away from cancer at 35 years old. But in the first season, there was a prom give back that we had did, and what's crazy, he had peeked in the door, and he was like, "I hear your mouth all the way out here," and I said, "Marcus," and I said, "I gotta dedicate a scene to him," and there was a first lady named Constance Rowe that was battling cancer, and I said, I wanna highlight your story, and it connected because she knew Marcus as well.
Wow.
And when I walked in, I said, "Okay, First Lady," she said, "Ty, Jesus, I thought we was just, it's a lot to this. You do a lot." Because I said, "Okay, well, we got to shoot this way. I mean, you got to go that way. Okay, I'm going to come back." And she was like, "People just don't know." I said, "No." We sat down, and then we get into editing, and I tell Braden, "I need this here. Cut that out." He'll send it to me. "Nope, that ain't right. I need you to go back, and I need you to do this. Okay, we're going to put this here for Marcus. I'm going to give you." And when I tell you, when I posted the clip of it, I got so many people. It was one girl who said, "Your show literally saved my life."
Wow.
I had another girl that said, "I was attacked by men, and she had some kind of I don't know if it was hip surgery or something, but she had to be bedridden." And she said, "Your show was the only thing that I wanted to watch." And I would be mad because sometimes things would happen with the YouTube, or Braden be late doing the edits. And she would say, "I get joy. It made me, I wasn't
Wow.
depressed anymore
That is wonderful.
through your show." You know?
Yeah.
And then somebody else said, "My father was going through cancer."
Mm-hmm.
But seeing that scene about your friend and the First Lady helped me to get to, you know,
Look at
get
that.
just
Look
feel
at
better.
that.
Right.
And then when I posted it, the family, because it was still fresh, because he had died in June. So the reunion was in last December, right?
Uh-huh.
And then so he had died in June, so it was fresh, still fresh. And his cousin texted me and was crying. You know how you do the crying emojis? And I said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you sad." She said, "No, it was beautiful." And then I posted on the thing. His brother had tears, the little thing, and he said, "Ty," he said, "thank you for letting me see my brother again, to see him happy and smile."
Wow.
Even because it felt so real,
Right.
Oh my
even
God.
when people watched it. So I always say, you know, even my mother said, you know what, even every entertainment doesn't have to be drama. But I
Right.
thank God because even through the drama, I've blessed.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
That's right.
That is
That's right.
amazing.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you don't know where that's coming from. Girl, let it go.
Always
let it go.
right.
Because that's what it's all about.
You know,
That is
so,
Yes,
awesome.
that is
Ty.
a-
so even
That
through
is
pain and hurt or
awesome.
whatever I had to go through was to bless somebody else.
That's
That's
right.
You know, so
That's
You
why he
keep on
gave it to
doing
you.
that.
yeah, basically,
Yeah.
because you were at the reunion, you
Yeah,
were there.
I was there.
You saw what I, went through or whatever, and couldn't understand somebody who was bringing something to others
Yeah.
could be so hated. And I don't even know you.
Right.
It's because
You know?
they don't understand that,
That's
you know,
it.
and it's not for them to get. It was given to you.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
think sometimes people kind of put on your success becomes their failure.
But that's it. That's
But
what
that's
I'm
their
saying.
issue, and once you keep doing what you're doing, some of those people probably have flipped over. They're just not going to tell you, but
They
they
could
don't.
flip
They don't
and-
even hate no more. They just not going to let you know.
Oh
that.
no, you
Okay.
got
Yeah,
to. My
I mean,
mother,
yeah.
no, yeah, my
Yeah.
mother said no. You say not one word.
Mhm.
And even when I would
That's
post
right.
pics, you would be able to tell how hurt I was through certain pics or whatever through that thing because I didn't release the reunion because you were there and it was I didn't even release the reunion. It was so, anytime you go to your room and you sleep in your gown
Right.
the whole night
Yeah.
when that was supposed to be my moment. I paid for everything.
Yes.
I gave you, I set up everything. I gave you all this platform,
Right.
and for me to, everybody else went home, didn't check on me, didn't do nothing. Only people was upstairs with me. It was like 15 people, 15 guests. Pray for me. Emily and Stefan, who always shout out, was up there with me. Everybody else went home, never checked on me. No, so everybody who was there who witnessed it, and some people be like, people want to see it because it's like, but it was so hard for me, and what was crazy. I said, you know what? Well, Braden, should we release it? And I kept going back and forth, God said don't.
Right.
Mm.
And I said, but the people want to see. And then other people be like, no, release it because, And I told Braden, I said, okay, Braden, we're going to release it. And this is the crazy part. I was so hurt. So, when you're hurt, you be like, oh, you want to play with me?
Right.
Y'all don't forget.
This is true.
I'm the mastermind behind this all. And I'm just not sitting there and somebody's just filming. I can put every single thing, all pieces, and expose everybody.
Okay.
See, that's what people have to be careful
That's
when
it.
you're looking at somebody that's not just no regular person.
Right. Right.
Because I'm cold and I'm different.
Yes.
Whereas I could have put everything. I said, Braden, this is what we're gonna do. I said, you gonna go back. You remember? He said, Dad, I don't remember that. I said, I do. You gonna go back to that footage. You gonna pick that piece right there. We're gonna put that, and we're gonna add this. I got some text messages and some pictures that I ain't never posted. Then we're gonna expose that. I said, wait a minute, that ain't even you.
Wow.
You don't do that.
That's
Right.
right.
That's not your
That's
character.
That ain't even your character. You ain't
Right.
even built like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could.
Right.
My mother said, no, you won't do that. She said, because when you proclaim Christ, because you say I feel the Holy
That's
Ghost,
right.
anything you do that might even, people may hurt you, but when you say something to them and get all up in that, because you know how you could bully me, you could say all kinds of crazy stuff, and I could be looking, and then as soon as I open my mouth, I become the bully. Because I don't hurt you.
Right.
Because, see, my words going to make you think.
Yeah.
That's it.
Girl, what she talking about? The power is
Shut up.
So what
Sure
happens
is.
right there.
Sure
Listen,
is.
so then
Sure
what
is.
happens is you want to hurt me by any means necessary.
Because you went to the
And that's what that was, an ambush.
Yep. It
You
becomes
was
a cir-
there.
It
Yeah.
becomes a circle.
Yeah.
It was like it was orchestrated. People say it was orchestrated for something that, wait a minute, you don't, you know what I mean? And I said, she said, no, you won't. She said, because you're gonna be quiet. She said, and what's going to happen is, she said, God's going to avenge you. Let him avenge you.
Yes.
And one day they're going to say, I once knew her.
Amen.
I
Tell
once
them again,
knew
Ty.
her.
Say,
I
I
once
That's it.
knew her. And I had shut up.
Okay.
I
That's
shut
it.
up.
Knew her.
And this next thing that God has blessed me with, that I'll be announcing soon. Oh, Braden said, oh, I think they might gonna hate you more. I said, Braden, oh well, it's the added hate.
Yep. Yep.
But just sometimes people don't really hate you; they really admire you.
They really
Absolutely.
admire you.
Yep. You said
Sometimes
it.
they see
You
things
said
in
it.
you that they couldn't even do themselves.
Exactly.
That's
So many
exactly
people
That's the
say,
biggest thing.
yeah, Mitch Cradle. I give Mitch Cradle some Mitch Cradle is, I don't know if you heard of Boss 2 and Boss 1.
Yes, we love Mitch.
Yep,
Cradle.
went to the release. I love
Mitch,
it.
what's crazy, Mitch, this was when I first started my show, and I didn't even film yet. We were there filming at Salon Couture, shout out to them. And nothing had came out yet, and he came to me, he said, you're doing a reality show. And I didn't know who he was at the time. And I said, yeah. He said, well, I would like to check out some of your stuff. I said, well, we're just filming now. Make a long story short, Mitch has always said, I've admired you. You've done something. You've brought something first to the DMV as a woman. And I hit him a couple of weeks ago about something. And he said, Ty, he said, what's crazy? He said, you know, these women in this city hate you. He said, trust me. Mind you, this is somebody I didn't even have to have no meetings with. We don't even know each other like that, but a mutual respect. He said, they hate you.
Wow. Well, those aren't your people anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know them.
Right.
He said, but you've made them step their game up. He said, so that's success. You know, I'm
Yes.
like, you know, it's
That's
success.
what it is.
So I've
Yeah.
embraced it. But you know, it's sometimes I can't stand our people.
It's
Really?
sad to say,
No,
though.
I'm
It's
so
honestly,
serious.
it
I'm
is.
so
It's sad to say.
you know, I said
But it's the
they
truth.
saw me make the announcement that my even though everybody is waiting for season 3, I said to myself, and I wrote a post on Facebook, and people were sad, but they were like, Ty, yes, my last destination is not DC. I should have been gone outside of high school to LA or Atlanta.
There you go.
But I said, my next season is going to be in Atlanta.
Okay.
All right.
So that's next year. It's going to be in Atlanta. I
Oh,
said,
that's gonna be hot.
That is gonna be hot.
That's
Just
gonna be
like
hot.
the name.
listen, I said, and if I do something in DC, it'd be 2 episodes, God.
Okay.
It's sad to
It
get
is
like
sad,
that,
but
Do what you gotta do.
you
but
got
you
here.
won't get not one more pinch of nothing
Okay.
off of my name. Not one thing.
Not one thing.
Not
no
one.
more.
This was just
No
a
more.
stepping stone.
Yeah, that's it.
No
Next
more.
step up.
Absolutely. Or any sponsors out there.
I know
Go
that's
ahead,
right.
y'all can come on here and do it. So, you know, I'm thinking about it because that's the only way, because it's expensive doing your own show.
Right.
So, you know, I'm
You
thinking
never
about it.
know. You never
You
know.
I'm
never
thinking about it.
know.
I might go ahead and let y'all have another one here. But Atlanta is at my next step to do
That's
Atlanta.
gonna be great.
Yeah. So
That is definitely gonna be great.
And we can still we can go
still
on down there. My
following.
mother, my sister down there, so we
I
just
love
have to go on
Atlanta.
down there.
yeah,
I
shoot.
honestly do.
And check it out. Well, they live in Gwinnett County, but yeah.
But it'll be
Atlanta is
on.
my second home.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll just be.
Well, Ty, tell us a little bit about Snob Movement.
Oh man. Okay, so snob movement. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so snob movement. It's funny. Okay, so I always got a story, right? Okay, so this was 2003. I always tell the people that I in DC. I was the first makeup artist to have a makeup line. I brought it
Okay.
out in 2003. It was
Okay.
called Snob Envy, right?
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I'm always thinking, because I don't like stuff to just be like, hey, it's not in. So snob is sassy, noble, original, and bold.
Oh,
Wow.
And envy is who wouldn't envy a woman like that.
Okay.
So, because when you think snob, you think
Yes.
something not,
I like all
not
that.
good. So, Lord,
cute.
God said,
That
well,
is
your
cute.
your daggone mission and stuff is a full large for a daggone lipstick. It just meant so much. I was like, yeah. Then everybody else started coming out with lipsticks. I was like, all right. So, that became my youth program for young girls.
I love it.
Self-aware program for young girls. And my cousin was like, I want you to come to Job Corps. And I said, Freedom, you know kids, because even when I was teaching fashion shows and stuff, girl, the kids, Lord, child done kicked me out the school. They done kicked me out the school, y'all. I'm not lying. They done kicked me out the
Kids,
school, Lord. Now, we was rehearsing. They was excited, like, oh my God, she's so bomb. Girl was calling me Nicki Minaj. Girl, them little boys came in there, they like, and wasn't liking them.
Oh, it
They was like,
you.
we don't want her as our coach no more. I like, y'all,
They'll do
Brittany
it.
Fortune,
They'll
y'all,
do it.
if you hear what, she will tell you, she was like about to fight the little girls. I said, Brittany, she said these little heifers. By that time, I was like, maybe 30, 33
Messing
or
with the
something.
boys, huh?
Yes,
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not messing with these little boys. But because they were coming,
And
and,
they
do you need anything? They were mad. Girl, I told Rita, no, you know, little girls are like me. She said, Biscuit. Now I'm gonna give y'all my church nickname since I was a little girl, Biscuit.
Hey, Biscuit.
They love you. They gonna love you. I went to Job Corps, and I got them with beauty, because of course they little
Yeah,
girls love
they
makeup.
grab
Yeah, they
some
was in there. Look at that. So I was like, okay, so we're going to learn about makeup, guys. So, you know, I said, we're going to learn about the face first. We're going to learn about prime. I said, what does primer do? Oh, that's stuff you put on your face first, you know, foundation to put on. I said, okay, so it's like a painter. A painter comes to your house, you know, before he paints your walls, he puts primer on because primer does what? Well, okay, the holes, yep, it fills in all the holes, all the spaces and all, it just makes it really smooth. Then the foundation goes on really smooth, right? Yes. So they like, oh, yeah, yeah. So I was like, okay, that's enough. So my time had finished. I said, that's enough. I said, now y'all got homework. We got homework. Yes. What foundation are you building for your life? So that was how
I like that.
I introduced makeup.
I like
that.
that.
And then from then, they ain't see how to do brows, lips, nothing. Because it was over. Because I had tricked them with makeup. We didn't learn nothing else. And we went on with all these with the program, and some of my girls were a little hard, and then some, and I was enlightened because I had a different view of Job Corps.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I did. I thought they was bad kids because I never went to a Job Corps.
Yeah.
And that's what we knew, man.
Right,
That's what we did.
exactly.
You know,
And it was
bad
so
kids.
much different than that. It was kids that were good kids. Some of them were good kids. They might have just couldn't finish school and they came there. Then there was some that was bad.
Right.
So it was a mixture. So not all the kids were bad. So it was a good experience for me. And I have my kids it's two of them who came up to me other year, and I was sitting down at Alera's with the cast, and she said, Miss Cobb, and I was looking, and she was like, I just want to tell you, you really helped my life.
Wow.
And I watch your show, and I'm so, girl, I get to crying and carrying on.
Oh my
I don't know if it was
God,
contact from
yes.
their weed,
Yes.
but I got, here I go.
From the loud.
Here I go, that's what this is all about. They was like, Stephon was like,
Right.
did y'all
Right.
had that? And Rich was like, yeah, when she was in the car and the contact, you know, she don't smoke and stuff. She cried. Girl was like, you know, so after that, all the weeks, and, you know, we would talk about certain things, and then they would loosen up. Because one thing about it, kids don't like to feel like you come in just to do a job.
Right.
And
They
there
can
was
feel
They
that.
don't.
yeah, and there was one girl, she, you know, was a little heavy set, but I said, I got to buy you some bras, Lord.
Oh yeah, they
And
need
get
to
your
know.
hair done and stuff.
They
And I
do.
thought they were teasing her. I came in, and she got to crying, and I was ready to fight. Who messing with her? Which one? Because I used to have to put boys out, get out. Like, I don't like no rowdy bye.
That's
Right.
it.
When you want to come back.
Right.
And she was like, no, you don't care about me. Looked at her. This girl, I ain't got to be here.
Mhm.
You think they paying me over to be here? I'm here because I want to. What is wrong with you? I get them together. She was like, well, I know, I'm sorry. Now, you don't try to hurt my... I said, yeah, you should be. 'Cause you know I'm nuts. Don't play with me.
Right.
Said, I ain't got to be here. You got to be watching TV right now. she said, well, it's the anniversary of me seeing my father being killed.
Oh.
And we got the girl, I got to holding her, crying, and got to praying and stuff. And I said, you can always call me. They want to know that you love. Because
Right.
some people
Yeah.
don't feel that.
That's
Right.
right.
Some people, I tell people, even women empowerment stuff, I don't go to a lot of that stuff. You know
Yeah.
why? Because I feel like, you know, maybe I'm biased because if I miss the service, something, I must be tired or sick. I always say I'm a real church girl.
Mhm.
I say people pick up Christ and God as a fad.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
That's
now
so true.
everybody got a women's empowerment event because let me pick up God because everybody talking about God. Let me pick up faith because God
Come on
talking
now.
about faith. Oh, I'm talking real here.
Yes, you are.
Please sit down. I'd be like, please sit down. I'm buying that ticket. And you come and you ain't learned not one thing. You ain't tell the people how to start nothing. You ain't telling them your real journey.
That's it.
That you was eating oodles and noodles, crying every night, throwing up and carrying on. You ain't telling nothing.
You ain't telling the truth.
Yeah, I
Wait,
didn't
tell us
I
who
didn't
shaded
come.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. Shade, and I had one called The Reveal of Me. And God said we putting on masks, lashes, please, so the lashes, hats, got then and Lord sat on it. And all that. wigs and some more. And we sad, mad, bitter, angry, crying, be like, oh, I got all this, ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Driving cars you can't afford.
Okay.
But you eat oodles and noodles, living in an apartment. Please sit down.
Sitting down.
All the way.
And everybody I had on my thing, Patrice Live, Brittany Wright. I don't know if y'all heard my sister, Brittany Wright is a gospel artist. Everybody I had on that panel, I knew something about their personal life. And I gave them a topic for each thing. So I knew Brittany Wright her last CD was "Fight for Me." I knew that at that point she was going through depression and stuff when she had wrote it.
Right.
So I wanted her. I gave her "Fight for Me," and and Patrice Live had said, because she was opening up for Brandy and stuff, but she had a little show, and she has 2 beautiful kids, and she told them, she said, even when I was starting my career, I ended up getting pregnant with my son, and I thought that was the end of my career, so I wanted to end it, but I didn't. He started my life. These were things. I said, I've always been a loner. I've always been popular, because even when I was born, a prophet told my mom, "Oh, she's different. She a star, but she's going to always be alone and feel alone. But her name is going to be amongst the world. People going to know her. But she will always feel alone." And that's true.
That's true.
And not one person believed. They was in there like this crying. People were crying. One girl, I knew she didn't have a job. I said, God said, after this, you're going to have a testimony. I said, in a week, he's going to bless you because I'm a prophet. Bless you with a job. There was a girl on my show the other day with her husband. She was there. Somebody couldn't come, and she bought a ticket. And she said, I'm just so afraid. I want to sew and everything. Make a long story short, she was on my show with her husband. She's sewing, making stuff and everything. She said, because of your conference.
Wow.
Make a difference.
Make a difference.
I ain't coming there to see you and hear you talk about, so buy my book, and this is how, and yes, glorious, and yes, and then y'all taking a bunch of pictures. No, y'all don't see Ty Cobb at these things. If I'm not on the panel, and sometimes you ain't gonna invite me to be on the panel because you don't want me to take your shine. That's what's wrong with us in the industry. I just spoke a word.
You did.
But make a long story short, my kids ended up, we had talked about rape, and I had bought a friend of mine, somebody who was on the show, not friends no more, but daughter had a rape story. Promoted the daughter. Listen, I've promoted so many people, and we have poured out so much, the girls got comfortable, and 10 of my girls had been raped.
Wow.
10 of my girls had been raped.
Mercy.
So God has blessed me to bring my program in there, and I just was at Anacostia 2 months ago. And after I did, oh Lord, I always say, y'all got me an Anacostia? And I had these thank you cards. It was crazy. I only had like an hour with them. And at the end, that's when it's getting good to really, so they can get used to you, because they was hard as rocks. Like, dang, I'm ready to go. But at the end, I gave them thank you notes. It was crazy. Right, I was giving, all right, dang, it's a little hard. And I gave them thank you notes. I said, what's funny, guys? I want you to write a thank you card to me. Sounds crazy, but I really want to know if I even helped you with anything. I got in the dang car, I got the crying and carrying on, opening them cards, and they were really thankful. Really thankful. And one girl said, well, thank you so much for telling me that not everybody has to go to college.
Right.
Because what happens is you want to bring me in there to talk to your kids, thinking. You hear author, you hear this, you hear that, you hear that. Oh, I know she got about 4 degrees. Somebody thought I had 3 degrees, and that was AKA. I was giving.
They already wrote your story.
Right. I was like, dang. I'm going to put on this green and pink.
You better get in formation, girl.
Listen, let me go ahead and put on this pink and green, Lord. I said, all right, I ain't got none of that. I told them kids, I said, I'm purpose driven.
That's it.
Purpose driven. I said, you know how many people you get around and you be intimidated because they got all these degrees?
Oh, you think they do?
Yeah, I said, listen, you better get one off of Google, Amazon.
They are doing it.
Wait a minute, now, do you know that you ain't got to go in the school to be an AK in Delta? Please, they go buy some clothes. Child, I know one person, Lord, state say she ain't go to nobody's school. Oh, she got on Delta everything.
That she wrong.
And it ain't Delta Airlines.
It ain't. You know what? There wasn't no weird.
Right. Listen, that don't matter no more, because sometimes these people got degrees working at McDonald's because they can't get no job. And not to say don't get your education.
No.
But don't make nobody feel like you can't be nothing, because some of these people say, you know what? I would go the other way. Man, I wouldn't go to school. I would go doing my task, because some of these people leave their jobs. I know a lawyer left her job and she thrifts clothes for people.
Yeah.
And that's her purpose.
That's
and she
her purpose.
loves it.
Exactly.
Because she said, I was a lawyer and I was making $30,000. So don't think somebody up there lodging.
Right.
That's it.
You know what?
I don't care who got degrees. Hi, how are you? And what do you do? Oh, it was somebody. I was at somebody had to speak to some kids. Girl, everybody had a degree. Over here.
Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
ooh, I can't wait to get to me. Girl, she was like, yes, I went to Spelman, and yes, kids, stay in school, and I can't wait to, girl, just going on. It's like, I'm a teacher. All right. Oh, that's nice. I'm sitting there over here like, ooh, child. Then there was somebody else. They went to the same school. Girl, that got to me. I went and none of them stood up because this was a camp. I went and stood up tall. I said, hi, how are you? I said, I'm Ty Cobb. I said, see, I stand up because I'm confident, right? And that builds confidence when you stand up, when you talk. Girl, they was like.
That's it.
You
Come
had
on,
that
teach the
from
children.
there.
And the kids were like,
From that
because
point
even
on.
when I walked in, they were like, "Oh, she pretty." So they were looking, and I said, So I got to tell them what I did, and they were like, "Oh." So what was crazy? Everybody, when the relationship, she was like, "Who wants to be a teacher?"
Nobody raised
They
their
was like,
Nobody.
then the other one was something else, a social worker. They was like, "So who wants to be that?" They was like, "Dang, none of y'all want to be, girl." They were like, I want to be on TV. I want to do this. I want to be a makeup artist. I really want to be an actress. They was looking at me like, when
Why we
I
invite
came
her?
in here. I said, I'm purpose driven. You can be there. And then they went back to, lady was giving, hey. I said, yes, but your degree and one title. But that's fine. But
That's
some
fine.
people will, because they have that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they had that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what
Yeah.
happened was it went down like this. Not that I wanted to do that.
That's not your intention.
It wasn't. They
Because
said
that
it
was
at
her
seat.
issue.
That was your
exactly.
issue. I stood up.
Because there's a place for everybody.
Absolutely.
But we don't teach the kids to ask enough questions to realize, so they don't know, because we're only telling one story.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody's telling them the same story, the people who are in the forefront. And they don't really know that there are people who are doing fabulous things that never,
Because we're
never
the
went
dumb
to
ones.
college
We're
or
the-
went
we're
to
the dumb
college
ones.
and didn't get their
Don't
degree
get it
or whatever it is,
Absolutely.
but it doesn't mean that has to be the path. I mean, the
Yes,
path
and I
can be
congratulate
anything.
you if you
Right.
have a degree. That's a major accomplishment.
It is, absolutely.
But don't make, but
Don't
what's
make it-
crazy, we will feel like that
Right.
because it's the world to say, oh,
Right.
yeah.
It's the message we put
It's the
out.
me-
there.
It is,
absolutely.
it
Yeah.
is.
Absolutely.
Oh
Yeah.
I done talked
You
to all of
ladies
y'all
are
here.
absolutely, girl, you fine. That's what we do here.
Yes.
You ladies are absolutely fabulous. I'm turning your camera all on me and stuff.
and look, and Angie's so
doing it
amazing.
too.
We met at my reunion.
Yes.
Okay.
She
yes.
attended my reunion and we met, and she purchased some of my just a beautiful, beautiful spirit.
She is.
Thank
Beautiful spirit. And
you.
even when I went there, you DM'd me.
I sure
Some
did.
encouraging words.
Uh-huh.
So I
Sure did.
appreciate women like this.
Yes.
Women like
I
this.
And it
appreciate
was
you.
Angie, like I told you when I
Yeah,
did
who-
the introduction. Angie actually referred Ty. She was like, "Get in touch with Ty." I was like, "Okay, because I don't do makeup, so let me call."
Oh, yeah, we know. You one of the ones.
Yeah,
I
I don't know nothing about it.
That drag queen thing. Stop saying that. I
I'ma
told
stop.
this one lady. I
Honey, it
said,
was
you
a
know
girl, I
what?
was kicking and screaming.
I said, you know what? I
I'm
said,
like,
dear, that's offensive. Oh, I tell you.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm not trying
yes.
to be.
I
And
tell the
honestly,
people
like
off.
I said every time.
And I wipe makeup off. Told this lady in office.
It's
I
not
said,
meant to
oh,
be.
I said, dear, I beats.
Right.
So I'm gonna do something for you. Wipe the thing off. I said, yeah. Now have a blessed day. Play these
So
games in
I
here.
will take that out of my vocabulary.
No,
That
but
was the
she wanted
feeling
free
that I
makeup,
had.
and then we found out that she was one of the people. I said, oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
You took it off? Yeah, stop playing in my face. Waste my time with you.
Why would you come to a makeup
Yes,
artist if
I
you don't
beat
want-
space.
That's
Stop
what we
playing.
do.
And guess what? Enjoy your pageant. Smear it on.
Now she going to
Goodbye.
sit up on the
They
stage.
say,
man.
oh my God. She don't wipe
I said, I do. Don't play
Love
with me.
it.
Look,
Love
you
it.
ladies are absolutely. This has been absolutely awesome. To meet Ty, thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you for
Yeah.
inviting
You are
me.
absolutely
Yes.
fabulous.
So much.
You
Thank
are
you.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Angie,
Thank you.
Me and Angie have known each other since saying
Really?
Yes.
She's so
Yes, energy and spirit has been the same all of our
beautiful.
lives. So
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
I love this girl.
look, and she
Too.
beat.
But,
Listen,
and welcome. Look, you part of
some
Girls
people can't
Gabbin
beat.
family now, so you always welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I won't be late
welcome.
again. Sorry.
You are fine. I'm gonna let you have something you want to say, Miss Lisa.
No, I was gonna, you asked her how
Yes.
people can
Go ahead. Yes, that's what
get in touch with you and contact you and, follow you and
She like,
Shut up. You can follow me on IG at Ty Cobb Large. That's my word. No, Ty Cobb Large. Ty Cobb Beauty. Instagram. The real MUACDC on Instagram. Facebook. Ty Cobb.
And following the show, where do they find that information?
You can find the show on YouTube on Ty Cobb TV. So dang, I can't tag. TYCOBB TV,
That's
or
right.
type in The Real Makeup Artist of DC. You'll
Yep,
find it
you'll
season
find
1
it.
and 2.
It is
Please,
amazing.
and
Such
you
a great
going,
show.
yeah,
Okay.
you
And
You
she
can
did
watch
an
it.
excellent
You
job.
gonna binge
I
watch that
loved
joint.
it. You will.
somebody
You really
binge
will.
watch the whole thing.
I loved
in
it.
one night.
Doing that tonight now.
Yeah, okay.
What's going on?
Your eyes
Because I
will
want to know
red.
who Emily and Stefan and
You gotta go from the first season to the second. The second, Lord. Second
Well,
season.
what we'll do is collect your information so that we can put it on Girls
Definitely.
Gabbin's
Yeah,
page
you be like
for
that.
those who missed it, so they can check it out because they don't want to miss it. Now they really
Yeah,
looking forward
Yeah.
to it.
You
Looking
gon' you
forward
gonna
to
want
it.
to skip to the second season, but you gotta watch the first season.
Y'all gotta watch it all.
And you have to, you gotta watch
Gotta
it
watch
all.
it all.
Eyes
It
gonna
is
be like,
a
So you
great
know what you're
show.
talking about when you start talking to somebody. They gonna say, "Oh, you must have missed something." So,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, Lord.
Well, we appreciate you for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
I appreciate it, ladies. And
Yes.
keep going. God bless you. Thank you. 'Cause I was like,
All
you.
things beauty. We got the queens of
Y'all,
beauty
the
up in
queens
here.
and
Yes, I
the
live
beauty
in private.
bosses
Live
in the
in
house. This is
Look.
awesome. Yes.
with good teeth.
I like that.
Yes.
Yes, y'all got some beautiful teeth.
Hey, get
Oh,
your
thank
teeth.
you.
Brush your teeth.
Yes.
Yes. Floss. Crest white strips.
They don't know about them little
I
white
do,
teeth.
honey.
Yes.
I'm trying to
Yes,
tell
them
you.
things are good.
All
Yes.
white everything.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yes.
They don't know 'cause they like popcorn kernels.
I don't care if
Anything
it's
say
white
whitening.
music.
Whitening. Whitening.
Yes,
So we-
everybody. Okay. we
So
know.
as you all know, you can always reach us on girlsgabbin.com, Girls Gabbin on Facebook, Girls Gabbin on Instagram, and Lisa and I individually on Facebook. We thank you all so much for tuning in to Girls
You
Gabbin.
need to accept it. So
And
Oh,
yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
Alright.
I said
Oh,
you
you on
want to.
Facebook?
Oh, you
Yeah.
added me. Yeah, you did.
Oh, you tagged it.
Okay.
Did I?
so we can
Yeah.
share you and tag
Yeah,
you and
'cause it was-
stuff.
Yes.
But we
Zandy.
really appreciate everybody tuning in. We
Yes,
had so
we
much
had
fun.
so many
That
people
was.
tuning in.
That
And
was
we
amazing.
want you all to continue to follow them and support them and everything that they're doing. So thank y'all so much.
Oh, you're
Look
so
at
welcome.
that. Y'all support
Thank
them.
you,
Look at that.
ladies. And
Look at
thank
my
you all for
face.
tuning in. We'll
Look
see
at
you all
my
next
face.
Sunday.
Yes. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Oh, that was
Y'all
I love this.
Listen, did y'all, Satan done turned my phone off.
That's all right. We're gonna take
Oh my
pictures.
God! I got to learn so much about you just in this short segment.
Really? Oh,
I'm
yeah,
in
'cause we
even
ain't
more
never-
in love. I'm
Yeah.
even more in love.
Hey, look, she said, and we got fixed. Yes, they got me crying and crying. I can't be doing this. Look at this one. Ooh, look at it.
You still got it running.